What it is, you guys, it is a Yo Girl Cadillac. Yes, I am Cadillac Dixon, the Drama Like Prison Wife. I am the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice. Oh, hold on, girl. My lips was a little dry. Anyways, hoping to see justice before all phase two black. Yeah, his Yo Girl Cadillac. How about y'all? I'm tired. I'm going to bed. I'm like gone. Can I do a full circle with my eye? Okay, that ain't working. I'm going to bed. I'm tired, guys. Anyways, I just got back into town, girl. I am literally like, okay, so last night, why are they standing right there flashing? Okay, thank you, because them flashing lights are like ridiculous. Anyway, so we spent Christmas together yesterday. Did y'all check out my gift box person? If y'all didn't, please go back and check them out. Girl, that took me hours to do, and these hands are on swole because of it. So, anyways, by the time I got back, after we did family time, I then went out to check on my aunt that is on the other side of town. So by the time we got from there, it's about a 45-minute drive home from where she is to our house. So it was knocking down 10 p.m. by the time we got home. I got myself in bed and basically threw something together to wear for Vizzo. Y'all know this was my first Vizzo in almost 2 years. But Marcello corrected me. He said 19 months. But my first visit in 19 months. So, yeah, I was nervous, but I didn't have time to get it all together. Girl, I was supposed to look like Cinderella for the ball, but girl, I was barely getting up out that bed. But it's about seeing him and it's about him seeing me. So I threw something together. It is colder in Florida than it usually is, and Marcello is in North Florida, way up on that Georgia, Alabama, Florida line. Like, girl, he might as well not even be in Florida. He's so far up there. And I'm down in Orlando, so that's a drive. So basically, it looked like this little security guard. Oh, okay, they on that side. I'm like, why is they still behind me, girl? I'm just doing a YouTube video, like for real. But so I got up at 2:30, 2:40 ish, and I set increments of my alarm, because sometimes, like, honestly, I will sleep through all them alarms except for the last one, and then I snooze. So starting to wake up by 2:45. So I slept from 10 p.m. to 2:45 a.m. I finally got up, got my shower, got ready, and I think I left my house about 4-ish, a little bit after 4. And so I left at 4. Now there is a time zone change when I go to see my husband. So basically, by the time I got there, it was like 10 o'clock my time, but 9:30 something his time. So we had about a 4-hour visit. Girl, I'll do a story time about that tomorrow because I'm tired, and I'll draw it on and on and on. But girl, I haven't seen him in a million and one years. It feels like 19 months to be exact, by Mr. Marcello. And so I left there at 2 p.m. his time, which is really 3 p.m. my time. I had some traffic, and here it is. I'm pulling up now, 9:58 p.m. Not even to my driveway. Girl, I am so freaking hungry. I I can't even. My whole stomach, and you know my stomach ain't that small. Look, it is touching my back. I am that freaking hungry. This morning I did some little short vlog. So I was trying to hurry up and get there because I was already behind time. I left after I wanted to leave. So I wanted to be there for the full visit, which would have been from 8 a.m. to 2. But girl, goodbye. I couldn't get there that early. And they really want you to get there like an hour early. But we're almost 6 hours away. So I would have literally had to leave at 1 in the morning. I couldn't do that to myself. I literally could have done it. Like, that's why I used to sleep in chairs, girl. So I can catch like 1 or 2 hours of sleep and then go and do what I got to do. Like, I got a full, drawn out 8 hours of sleep. But I can't do that to myself no more. Especially getting on them roads, you can't play around. When you tired, you tired. Them roads can mess you up. So it's best to get on the road with the proper sleep. So I still ain't get the proper sleep, girl, because I only slept about 4 hours, but I made it and I made it back. I didn't have to pull over none or anything like that. I think it's the adrenaline that was keeping me awake. The adrenaline going to see, the anticipation to see my husband. But girl, the adrenaline coming back, what kept me occupied was, I told y'all I have to research and catch up on this Meg Thee Stallion. I can't believe I missed all of this. Like, this started 2 weeks ago. Girl, yes, I'm on the boat, but I'm late. Like, it's like the boat that took off the dock and I swam through the water and jumped on board or something like that. Cause girl, now I'm on this ship. Like, I'm not even into them like that, like the rapper side. So I'm literally like a juror that knows nothing about you know how they look for a jury pool that knows nothing about the artist or whatever. Girl, that's me. I don't, but I know that law. I know how the law works. I know how the system works. So it is so interesting hearing this case right now. I just listened to a commentator, a YouTube commentator, which she was really good. Listen to them about Kelsey's testimony and how her testimony and Meg's testimony kind of like conflicted. Like, how both your witnesses don't even have the same story, but yet we gonna believe them. Like, but you already know I have to liken it to my husband. Girl, I just got off that road, going way up that road to see him, and drove over 14 hours today. So you know I got to liken it to my husband case. Yes, the witnesses in his case had conflicting stories. And what I don't like in the system is that they consider them witnesses. A witness truly is a person that has no part in the situation. No part. That's a witness. They're like a non-biased party. They call witnesses people that have an interest in this case. And if the case goes this way, they got an interest in which way it goes. How are you really being a true witness? If that's the case, they shouldn't even call you a witness like that. But girl, so the witnesses in Marcello case as well had conflicting stories. Like, their stories didn't even make sense like that. And just like they were catching on that Kelsey and Meg's story were not quite lining up, that was the same with Marcello and his two witnesses. They call them the Vicks / witnesses. I don't know why they make them the witness, which of course they're trying to save their butt. You know what I mean? But and then I didn't know that. So I'm learning more about this case. So I can give my 2 cents. I know y'all don't want it, but girl, I'm the OG prison wife, and I knows a lot about this. And girl, it's crazy too, and it's interesting. But the one thing that I wish before I go up in this Walmart and get me a little salad and then take my behinds to bed and use their little free Wi-Fi, the thing that I wish was that people cared about my husband trial like this. Like, people are vested in this trial. And I know that Tory Lane's life hangs in the balance. But like I said, he did if he is wrongfully convicted, like my husband, he got off kind of easy. He got off way easier. So you know how people say it could be worse? Girl, it could be worse. You could be serving a 40-year sentence like my husband's serving. And he 21 years in on this wrongful conviction. So by 20, if he's convicted with 22 years, Tory Lanez most likely ain't gonna do all them 22 years. So you still got off more, lenient than my husband. But the one thing that I wish was that people cared about Marcello case, the way they are so invested in this, and they literally do not know Meg Thee Stallion, and they do not know Tory Lanez. Like, these some people that made some music for you, and I don't even know them. But I wish people were really that interested in the justice system for real. How about when you get that jury duty notice and you be like, oh, dang, how can I get out of this? Oh, what excuse can I make? I wish you could be that invested then. Because real people's lives hang in the balance. These are celebrities, so you feel like this is just a spectacle. But this happens every single day, and there's consequences every single day. And I just wish that, because I'm telling you, it's so many mirror images to this case. Like, it, of course, it's not the same as that case with my husband. But it's a lot of the same things that are happening. And like I said before, wrongful convictions, people like to say that they think that they are a mistake, but make no mistake, a wrongful conviction, they be purposeful convictions. Because when you will and deal too much, you change too many things around. When you are like these conflicted stories, like, okay, either this happened or it didn't. Like, both situations can exist unless this is like Spider-Verse. Maybe it happened Meg way in one universe, and then in the other universe, it happened the other girl's way. Maybe that's what happened. Girl, anything is possible when it comes to the law. Like, I'm telling you, like, Marcello case, they are literally charging this man. He is there this long. The charges they gave him, had it had no weapon, he would have had a 10-year sentence. And 10 years don't mean 10 years. 10 years mean 85% done. And then you could do the last year of your time, you probably on work release. It could have been much less time, right? But when they attached that weapon to Marcello, that made his time 4 times what it would have been without a weapon. But they never produced the freaking weapon. They just tied a weapon to it. And nobody was shot, nobody was outed, and nobody was hurt in any way at all. Now, the one difference in Meg Thee Stallion case, they saying that she got hit. No firearm. They said they introduced the firearm being there, said they can't find it, but nobody ever said it was fired at all. So no firearm fired, no firearm found, no DNA in Marcello's case, no fingerprints in Marcello's case, and he still gets 40 years. I just wish the people that are outraged about Tory Lanez, yes, be outraged about him, but also be outraged for us too. Girl, do you see how this affected my freaking life? I just put $110, and let me show you where I'm at with my gas, girl. Look, there go the gas here. I'm about to be right back on E. I just spent $110 in gas, going way up there. If I didn't want to drive there and drive back in one freaking day, I would have had to pay $100 something for a hotel overnight. when I am, remember, I've been doing this since our daughter, who is 21 years old with an 8-month old, and he won't be free until that 8-month old is almost 17 years old. So he missed his daughter's life, and he won't be free until his granddaughter, that's 8 months, is almost 17 years old. I've been doing this since that 21-year-old daughter was only 9 months old. Yep. Princess, our granddaughter, is just about the same exact age that our daughter Money was when her father was snatched out of her life. And I've been telling this same story from MySpace, because I've been telling it before any social media came out. Wasn't no social media when this happened in 2002. No social media. But when social media first started, I've been on MySpace. I've been on YouTube from the beginning of YouTube. When it came out in, I believe, 2007 or 6 or so, I got straight on there. I was on Facebook since Facebook came out in 2008. Yes, I had a Twitter, but I couldn't deal with Twitter because Twitter, back then, you couldn't say nothing. I was trying to say too much, girl. I was trying to say too much, and they kept telling me I had to delete some of these characters, and I couldn't tell the story. You can't understand the story if I can't put the characters, girl. But I was on the Twitters. When Instagram came out, girl, I have been trying to break his story just that goddamn long. And if you scroll down my timeline, you know your girl ain't missed a beat. And still, don't nobody know his story and don't nobody care. So it's like, I wish people were as invested in true justice and true cases that affect those and could affect you. It could. You could be in my shoes, girl. You could be wearing these hard A shoes, but you don't care until it's Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Anyways, girls, guys, girls and guys, I guess. My hand going to bed, and I need to go to bed soon too. So let me go in, use their little restroom, they little free Wi-Fi's. Oh, girl, it's the day after Christmas. Y'all know when Marcello went to prison, I basically went to prison too, because I used to work at the Wal-Mart. And girl, y'all need to check out my video where I likened working at Wal-Mart like being in prison. It's like both of us went off to serve our time, but thank God I was released from that. But the day after Christmas was the only one day a year that we actually could close our doors at Wal-Mart. Girl, that was the only time that we got a break. And I worked the overnight shift. So that morning when we did open up, whether it was like 5, they would have us come in early so we could restock the shelves, all the little Christmas gifts, like Christmas gift bags that nobody, like them basket things that nobody bought. We would have to go and move them to one area, and everything would go on to 50% off, and then later we move it to the garden center and it'll go to 75% off. But girl, I remember those days, and I remember fixing up them shelves, and I'd be like, girl, I'm finna buy this when my break come. I'm finna buy this. This is when I would get that sweet pea lotion. I love that. My mama knew I loved that, so she used to buy me that sweet pea lotion basket every year. And I promise you, rest in peace to my dear mother. I love her, miss her so much. But I still got one of them bottles that she bought me. I will not throw that container away because my mama bought me that sweet pea lotion. And I also would get the Curve in the blue bottle. That was one of my favorites. I was put on to that perfume by my sister that passed away as well. Rest in peace to her. Oh my gosh. Girl, we getting up out of here. But my prayer is that I make some difference. Before I get up out of here, I need my mans up out at prison. And then also, I need my life to have made some type of change, some type of reason that I walked this earth. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna get it together to review um that case, cause girl, it's something crazy. But people don't believe it. And I've been telling people, it's like, y'all thought I was selling wolf tickets. This ish happens. No wolf tickets over here. Your girl is one thing. If you really know me, you know I have a great character and I am a very honest person. I don't even come on YouTube and lie to y'all. So girl, like, I could make myself whoever I want to be on YouTube, but I literally come here as myself. Like, for real. I don't lie like that. So I've been telling y'all, but at least now, the one thing with this is that people are getting a peek into our true system. And I'm glad for that. It's about time, and it's about time we wake up and that we do care. All right, it's your girl Cadillac.